Giving this one as good of a score as I gave something like the M67. I feel like the M67 is just a straight up better frag grenade for most people. I'm using the default Scar L. Why am I getting so many kills? Also get 5 of them, which is just way too many. You could really just sit in the back here and just throw the nades. I'm gonna be real, what the heck? So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Span of Forces went from 1 frag grenade to like 60 in about 3 months or something, and a lot of people just don't know what frag grenades to use. So today I'm going to be showing you every single one and ranking all of them to tell you which one is best, and I'll also be talking about the stats of each. Let's start it off with the M67, or the default frag grenade. This can store 3 and has a fuse time of 5 seconds, and it can kill to 17 studs and deal damage to 30. So basically, you get 3 of them, you can throw them pretty far. The throwing time is decent. It's not super great or anything, but it does pretty good damage and has pretty good range. This is gonna kill me. No, it's not. It'll kill from 17 studs, but it can deal damage to up to 30, which is really not that bad. I'm not using 9mm Scar, which I probably should be. And it has a fuse time of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you can throw it then, and then it will explode right away. The fuse time is on the longer end. It's pretty high up there, but it's kind of average at the same time. 5 seconds is good for throwing pretty far, and it can throw pretty far. So why did I win against you? My gun literally shoots slower than yours. M67 is really nothing to write home about, but it is just a really good overall frag grenade. So you should use it until you watch the rest of the video and decide which frag grenade you want that's a little bit more to your play style, because I'd say that the other frag grenades kind of will do each their own kind of better thing, but oh, come on, dude. What are you doing there? Okay, let's go to the next frag. The next frag is the Mark II frag grenade, which in my opinion is actually quite a bit better. This can technically not kill from as far, but it has a better blast radius and better maximum damage, and it also has a shorter fuse time. The reason that I think this is really great is because 4 seconds of fuse time is 1, 2, 3, and then it will explode right then. That's an extra second that you can spend not throwing a frag grenade, which is pretty nice, and you can also still throw it pretty far. It also has a great damage range as well, so you can actually hit stuff from very far away, and you also still get 3 of the frags. So honestly, the second you unlock this one, switch to it. It's rank 2, you can get it right away, and technically this does kill from farther away, but since this has a better range, you're actually going to be dealing damage on players that are lower health and killing them from farther than this one can, which I really find that to be better, and the shorter fuse time is just better in my opinion. Then we have the M24 stick grenade, which says it can kill from 24 studs, but I'm not too sure if it can. I think that's a lie because it does 150 to 13 damage, but it does have a blast radius of 30, probably about the same killing radius as the M67, and it has a shorter fuse time, but it has great velocity and can store up to 3, and this can throw very far if you super jump it. The thing I will say about this one is that it does take quite a long time to be able to throw them. The time to pull these out is super long. As you can see, like, that is a long animation. I just clicked G. That was the minimum time the animation can take, and if you're holding your frag grenades, that's going to be even longer. Because of that, I don't necessarily fully recommend this. However, it is technically speaking, other than the fact that it takes longer to throw them, it's just a direct upgrade to the default frag in a way. The velocity can be annoying for some people, but if you want to throw them across the map, it's really not a bad feature to have in your frag grenade, but personally, I just do not like how long it takes to throw these, so I'm not going to say this is my favorite or anything. The default frag grenade is going to be getting a 7 out of 10, the Mark II is going to be getting an 8 out of 10, and this is going to be getting another 7 out of 10. I think it's really good. I just don't think it's necessarily going to be the best frag grenade in the entire game. Then we have the M26 frag grenade, which really doesn't have anything too special. It has a 19 stud killing radius, which is cool, but a smaller blast radius, and it also has a 4.4 second fuse time. Here's the thing about this one, not only does it feel kind of like bouncy, like seriously, this thing bounces like crazy. I think that's a feature about it. There's also the fact that 4.4 second fuse time is just dumb. I don't like 0.4 seconds of fuse time. Other than that, it's pretty nice if you want basically a bouncing Betty frag grenade, which is very fun. As you can see, like, it just bounces around, but I actually find that just harder to hit people with. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 because I feel like it has a slightly better killing radius than some of the other frags, but the bouncing part, I just don't really like that. And the 4.4 seconds is meh. It only carries 3, which is the normal amount, but it's really not anything too special. So I won't be giving this one as good of a score as I gave something like the M67. I feel like the M67 is just a straight up better frag grenade for most people. I'm using the default Scar L. Why Why am I getting so many kills? What the heck? But next up, we have the M560 Mini, which says it can kill from 23 studs, and that is not true. It can probably kill from about maybe 11 studs away. This has a fuse time of 5 seconds. It has great velocity, and it can only hold 3. This is a pretty good frag grenade. It takes it doesn't take as fast of a time as you would think, but it throws very far. If you want your frag to go very far, I do recommend this one. I'm going to give it another 7 out of 10. I don't think it's anything really too special. It's kind of like the stick grenade, but it doesn't kill as far, but you can throw it faster, so it's really what you want from your frag grenade. Personally, I don't really care too much about the high velocity of my frag grenades. And if you want to throw frags very far, you basically should be going for the V40 Mini, which is like the M560, but you get 5 of them. This doesn't kill as far. It probably kills from like, yeah, I don't know, like maybe not 7 studs, but it doesn't kill from very far away. The fuse time is only 4 seconds, which isn't that great, but it goes very far. Oh my gosh, I actually got a kill? So yeah, you can throw this thing across the entire map. As you can see, you also get 5 of them, which is just way too many. You could really just sit in the back here and just throw the nades. I'm gonna be real, what the heck? I got another double kill with it. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna blow myself up. The V40 Mini is very good. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. For what it does it very well. Next up, we have the Roly hand grenade, which I absolutely love. However, I'm gonna be giving this one a 6 out of 10. Funnily enough, it does exactly the same amount of damage as the M67 and has the same throwing speed and everything like that. It's statistically the same thing, but it has a bit of a downside in the fact that if you throw it, it will actually give away its own position very easily. Like, look at this. Right when it's about to explode. Like, what? First off, it didn't even kill me. Secondly, yeah, right before it explodes, it makes a very loud sound effect. Everyone will know where it is, and yeah, it's not really that great, but money-wise, it's a 10 out of 10. This is a great grenade. Also, it's rank 300. I don't recommend you pre-buy it, but I did because funny. But next up, we have the high explosive grenades, and the first one is the Dynamite. The Dynamite is a pretty interesting grenade that doesn't actually do that much better than the default frag, and you're like, well, it's high explosive, so why wouldn't it do that much better? Well, it has 4. Which is cool and all, but it takes forever to be thrown. I'm gonna be real, if you want 4 nades, it's cool and all, but like, it is really not the greatest frag grenade of all time. But if you want just an extra frag grenade, it's pretty decent. I'm gonna give it another 7 out of 10. Wow, I actually got a kill with it. It's not gonna be an impact grenade or anything, but it does have a 4-second cooldown. Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's the best frag grenade in the game, but if you want an extra, just with a huge disadvantage of taking forever to throw it, it's not too bad, and you actually get it at rank 0, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have the Dynamite 3. Now, the Dynamite 3, you only get 2 of them, which is actually pretty good for a high explosive, actually high damage dealing frag grenade, because this thing can kill from like 20 studs away, and it has quite a long fuse time. But okay, that killed me from 36 studs, but I was very low. It has a maximum range of 37 studs, so basically I get killed by the farthest you can get killed by it. But keep in mind, it's not going to deal like good damage up until that point. It'll only one-shot full health players to like 20 studs. Oh wow, 21 studs just inside the range. But yeah, it's actually a pretty good frag grenade. If you want a high explosive nade, but you want to have 2 of them, it's actually not too bad. You'll have to give up some, you know, damage and range and everything, but you get 2 of them instead of 1. So that's pretty good. Next up, we have the RGD5 high explosive, which honestly is way better than the Dynamite 3. This has a slightly worse blast radius, but has a slightly better killing radius than the Dynamite 3. There is a problem, which is that it only has a 3-second fuse time, which is either an upside or a downside, depending on what you want from your grenade. It actually throws pretty quickly as well, and the 3 seconds of fuse time is honestly really good for close range like that, and you also get 2 of them. They used to be a lot more broken, but they have nerfed them a little bit. They're still great though. 3 seconds of fuse time. These are great close range, very effective one-tap grenades. You just have to be a little bit conscious about how you're using these grenades, because with 3 seconds of fuse time, if you're not thinking about how to use them correctly, you're gonna die from your own nades very often. So that is kind of a problem. Like, it's already got to be thrown. See, and it actually killed me from 32 studs. This one's going to be an 8 out of 10, but this one's going to be a 9 out of 10. I think it's very, very good. And then next up, we have Semtex. Now, Semtex is really cool. It has a pretty decent killing radius and a pretty decent blast radius. However, it does have an annoying like 4.6 second use time, but it has one of the nicest features about any nade, which is that it's a sticky nade. Yes, the hugest downside about this nade is that it's super loud and everyone knows where it is. Except this guy. Wait. No. Stop. Die to that. Yeah. But yeah, Semtex is really great. It's got a good blast radius, good killing radius, and you do get 3, which is really good. I'm not gonna lie. The sticky function is really nice as well. There's just one downside, which is the fact that it's a very loud beeping noise and a very flashy red light when you throw these things, which, you know, people are gonna notice them, but you throw them pretty quickly as well. I'm gonna give these a 10 out of 10, despite the downside of the flashing red light and everything. I think these are great for what they do, and they do something really nice, which no other nade can do, which is that they won't freaking roll away like all the other nades, which I find to be very helpful. And yeah, even though they have downsides, I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. Like, they're so great for what they can do. There's like pretty much no downside to using them, and if you're not that great with nades, please check these out. They're very good. They're also a funny number rank. Then we have a super broken grenade that got a little bit better, which is of course the PB grenade, and the PB grenade has a 8-second time to explode, and that's very long. However, it can kill from very far away. That was 29 studs there. You only get one, and it takes 8 seconds to explode, so people have a long time to get away, or you have to cook it for a very long time. However, you can kill people from pretty crazy ranges. I'm not gonna lie, the PB grenade is really good for what it does, which is it has really good range. Oh, that guy moved. Oh, I actually got a kill with it. 2 kills, actually. Nice. Yeah, 8 kills from very far. I'm gonna be real. If you want one frag grenade that you just throw on the ground, throw on the hill, throw on a point, throw on an area with a lot of people, you're probably gonna end up getting at least 1 kill. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. However, not a 10 out of 10, because then we have the bundle charge. Now, the bundle charge is absolutely busted out of its mind. This does 1,050 damage and has a blast radius of 50 studs. It says it can only kill to 27, but I just don't even feel like that's true. It does take a long time to throw this thing. As you can see, that's a long time, and it barely throws any range. However, it has a 4.5 second time to explode, which is really not that bad. You only get 1, but here's the thing about it. It's like a PB grenade, except you can actually effectively kill people with it because they won't walk away because it doesn't explode in 8 seconds. So I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. It's kind of just like a PB, but better. Keep in mind that if you're not pretty good, you're gonna die every single time you use the bundle charge, but like, it's just the best. I think the high skill game with any frag grenade was with the bundle charge, but I could be wrong. It might be the Mark II frag. But yeah, the Mark II frag is a very good frag grenade. That's why I gave it such a high score. You're dead. Last up, we have 3 very interesting impact frag grenades. These will explode on impact. The first one we have is a frag grenade, which is not dealing any damage to me, but actually does 90 maximum damage, which means it can't actually kill. Like, you can't kill anybody with it. However, they explode on impact. You have 3, and they throw very fast. So you're probably like, why would I ever use a frag grenade if it didn't kill in 1 hit? And the reason that you would use this is basically, okay, to blow yourself up, apparently. If you tag a guy, you can easily finish them off with this frag grenade. Like, maybe this? Does that work? Freak, I hit markered with it. This is not a very great frag grenade. I'm gonna give this one probably a 6 out of 10. It has a nice use of being able to finish damaged players, but I just don't really find it to be that helpful, you know? Like, you can just shoot them with a gun. But then we have the RGN udzs. This one does 80 damage. I'm gonna give this one like a 6 out of 10. It's just not really that great either. It's like the same thing. Both of them don't do enough damage, but I feel like, honestly, you may as well not use the impact grenades because, like I said, you can just shoot them with a gun. I just don't really find these non-one-tapping grenades to be that great. It's cool and all that you can shoot a guy one time and then finish them with a frag grenade, but like, just shoot him with a gun. Like, literally just shoot him with a gun at that point. Then we have the RGO, and the RGO is like a very well-known impact grenade. It's the impact grenade in most games. This has a blast radius of 25 studs, and it says it can kill to 26, but that's just not true. You can only have 1, but it does 110 damage. This is a very good frag grenade because impact grenade, when you're in a pinch, you only get 1, but you can kill a guy with it. If you're fighting a guy and you're like, oh shoot, I'm out of all my freaking guns, maybe I can kill a guy with it. It takes forever to throw this, which is pretty annoying, but kind of understandable. And you only have the 1. But I'm gonna give this one probably an 8 out of 10 because it does that, you know? You can still kill people very effectively with it. And if you're not that great at cooking frag grenades, use this. This is really good if you're bad at cooking. If you're great at cooking nades and getting some kills, maybe use the bundle charge, the Mark II, maybe the V40 Mini. But honestly, the top grenades are going to be the RGO, the RGD, the bundle charge, the M67, and Mark II, and the V40 Mini. And of course, the Roly hand grenade is my main grenade because I think it's funny, but I don't really use nades too much. That's ranking every nade in Phantom Forces. If you guys did enjoy, comment your favorite frag grenade down below. If you like the frag grenades, comment what you think about the detonation of impact frag grenades. Is that too good? Is the RGO too good? That is a good question. I think it's a really good frag grenade, and it's crazy how people aren't using the RGO at all. Like, I don't really see a lot of impact frag grenades in the game. In fact, all I see is really like the RGD, M67 frag grenade, and like, you know, your average bundle charge sweat. But other than that, it's really not that many different frag grenades. So I hope this guide helped you guys to find a frag grenade that you enjoy personally. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.